Get your CTD points. Okay, to get your CTD points, you should confirm your attendance via I attend, which will be shared in the chat. And then at the end of the session, you should fill in the evaluation form. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to our speaker and to all of our participants for today's webinar. So let us start our session with the recitation of Kitab Al-Fatiha. Okay. I'm Yasmin Mastura binti Mustafa Burns, librarian at Darul Hikmah Library, IIUM Kuantan. And with us today is Ms. Rashida Tajur Rahim, head of Darul Hikmah Library, IIUM Kuantan. In today's webinar, Ms. Rashida will be explaining more about the Scopus Author ID, providing insights into managing your Scopus profile, ensuring author accuracy, and enhancing your research visibility. So before we begin the session, allow me to introduce our speaker. Ms. Rashida Tajur Rahim is the head of Darul Hikmah Library, IIUM Kuantan campus, and the liaison librarian for Kuliah of Medicine. So with over 22 years of experience in academic librarianship, she holds a bachelor's degree in political science and a master's in library and information science from International Islamic University of Malaysia, IIUM. She began her career at IIUM Gombak in 2003 and has since served in various leadership roles, including as head of CFS Library, IIUM Gambang campus from 2014 to 2018. So thank you, Ms. Shida, for joining us today.
Thank you, Sid.
Now, before I pass the mic and start the session, can I ask our participants to please turn on their cameras for a short photography session, just to take a picture? Can everyone please turn on their cameras? All right. Okay. 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 All right. Okay, thank you, everyone. Just as a reminder, if you have any questions throughout the session, you can type your questions in the chat box and we will go through them either during any breaks in the middle or during the Q&A session at the end. So alternatively, if it's easier for you to ask your questions out loud, you can just unmute your mic and ask your questions at any point during the talk. So now, without further ado, I would like to invite Ms. Rashida Tajur Rahim to begin her session. Please welcome.
Thank you, Yasmin. So I share my slide. We see the slide.
Yes, I can see the slides.
Okay. Is there the control panel in the top of the slide?
Yes, the control panel can still be seen.
Okay, so I just hide control panel. So now it's okay?
Yes, but there's a gray bar in the middle. Okay, now it's fine.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to everyone to Scopus Author Profile webinar. I hope this session will be beneficial to all of you. So today I'll be sharing a few tips or a few matter regarding the Scopus Author ID profiles. So in this webinar, we'll cover 4 sessions. First, Scopus Author Profile Overview. Then we look into the Scopus Author Profile components. And then we move to Author Metrics. And lastly, how to check and curate your profile. Okay, we start with if I talk too fast or too slow, just inform me during the presentation so I can adjust my flow of presentation. Okay, now we start first with Scopus Author Profile Overview. Here we will cover about the value of author profile, what is Scopus author profile, what is Scopus ID, how to access Scopus database in our library, and how to find your Scopus author profile. Okay, we start with author profile value. Why we need the author profile for researcher? For example, there are ways why we need, because we want to either want to evaluate or want to showcase your author, your profile or your research performance. For example, for researcher, they use this author profile to showcase their performance, so they can inform others, for example, the research admin, to hire based on their performance research. So it's show that he or she is better than other researcher. Also they can use this profile to inform the funder if they can give the fund for their research, because some funder they have certain expertise. So by using this profile, they can show to the funder that they are in same line of interest. Another is for the scopers, for the researcher, they also can use this profile to collaborate with other researchers. So that's why the auto profile is very important, and you must make sure your auto profile is correct and up to date. Then, what is author profile? Scopus author profile. A Scopus author profile is a structured record they get from the citation, abstract, and references that link in the Scopus ID, Scopus database. So every data in the Scopus database is already coming from the index channels in the Scopus, and it's a vetted sources. So it can be a reliable sources to promote your research performance. Okay, where is this data come from? Data is come from the Scopus database that contain about 5,000 publishers. There are a variety of type from journals. For example, peer review journals, trade journal, active open access journal, article in press, or also some conference paper also indexed in Scopus, or you also can find the book series or standalone books in Scopus. So all these will be compiled under the author profile. Okay. There are every author profile, there will be assigned with automatic Scopus ID. When your article is indexed in Scopus, you will be given a Scopus ID, the numeric number like this. This is because they want to differentiate, because sometimes researcher they have the same name, the same affiliation. So how to differentiate between this research? So with Scopus ID, it's much easier for the database to put the article in which scholar or which researcher. So the easier to track the publication record. From here, they also can see your selection count and others metrics. Okay, maybe I just inform how to access Scopus database, because maybe if somebody did not still access the Scopus database, you can use it either on campus or also off campus. For on campus, we just visit our library website. This is our library website. This is the address, and you need to click the database and ebooks icon. And then from the list of subscribe online database, you search for Scopus. And then you just click on campus access. Then you get this screen. Or actually, if you are not on campus, you can also still access our Scopus database using off-campus access. How to do that? You just go to our library website, click off-campus access icon, and you need to log in using the IUM ID, the email account, IUM email account. And then you get this screen, and then you search for Scopus ID and click the link. Okay, how to find your Scopus author profile in database? Scopus database, you can use two methods, either using the author search or document search. To use author search, the first method, you go to the searching box right here, and you click for author. This author, this author, and then you this author tab, and then you can go to tick for author name. This is if you know how the Scopus index your name in the database, and then you put type your username and first name, and it's better for you to enter the application name during the search because you want to limit the result only author in International Islamic University Malaysia. So they will not, if the other institution have the same name, it's not appear in the result. And then you click search. Okay. We need to use this one. Okay. That is how to search using the author search. Another way is you can search using the document search. For example, you already know your titles, document. So what you can do, you search, just select the document tabs, and second, search for your publication title by typing the title of your document here, and then you click search. And this screen will be appear. So from here, you choose at the author list, you choose your name, you click your name, and then your profile will be appear there. Any question for this first session? Okay. Then I will proceed to, if no question, I will proceed to Scopus author profile component. What available in author profile component? This is the what you can see in your author profiles. First, you will see the author detail. For example, this is the author of the author name, and also we see the current author operation. You see your Scopus ID. If you link your OK ID, they also appear in your author profile component. And also you can link, if you have Mendeley profile or account, you can also link to your Scopus author profile. To see a detail of, to show all information of this author, you can just click the show all information, and this screen will be appear. And here you can see the other name used by this author. For example, they have various names using by this author. Also appear the Scopus ID, Scopkit ID, and the history of his institution in the document. So you can see the current one will be in Chinese Academy, Science of Beijing, China. But he also works in the various institutions. And then here also you can view the subject area also by this author. For example, the author you have material science, engineering, physics, and anatomy, and etc. Many more. So you also can see the total of citation, the number of citation by this author, total number of index publication by the author, and his H index. You can see at the detail of the author, in the detailed information of the author. Here also you can set alert to alert about this author. For example, if there are any new articles indexed in Scopus, you can set alert. So every time the article is indexed in Scopus, it will be sent an email to you. Also, you can also edit your profile here by click this link. Okay, this is all for author detail. Then below of the author, you can see a few tabs. The first tab you can see is document detail. What available in the document detail, you can see that you can, as for example, you want to export all the list, you can click the export all. So here you can choose the file you want to export. For example, for you want to export to Mendeley, you can search using the select by the RIS or type any file that is useful for that reference management tool. And also you can save this all document into a list in Scopus, or you can also view the detail of the document, cited by whom, and the co-author of the document, and etc. This list also you can sort either by date, by cited highest, by cited low, or by first author name of A to Z, or first author name Z to A, or you can also sort by source of title from this result. If you need the hands-on, we will be at the end of the presentation. I'll be give you the hands-on how we can search using the Scopus. Okay, we also have here the document citation trend. You can see the how the author published this or her document. Which year he has the highest published document and the year with the lowest document count. Also, you can see the position. This is new features in Scopus. Now you can see the author position when he will be, the percentage of his has a first author, last author, co-author, and single author. From the document, the percentage, he become the first author, last author, co-author, and single author. Okay, then after the document detail, you can see the impact. This is new also in Scopus author profile. The impact inside is to see the contribution of the author based on SDG or Sustainability Development Goals. So for example, they have 2,000 document. From 2,000 document, which document is related to goal SDG goals? For example, for this author, for goal number one document related, goal number 2, zero hunger for document. So from here, we can know that the author prefer to write the document based on which goal. So it's important to see the impact of his document to the SDG. From here also, they inform either the author have international collaboration or not, or the document is related to industry or not. From here, you can see the percentage of his or her contribution. Other than that, you can see also can see the document in top citation percentiles, metric, the document in top 25 journal, the percentage document in 25 top 35 journal by site score. This all the performance for this author regarding his document and document with field weighted citation impact also. Okay, next step is cited by. This is will list all his article and who are cited, how many person or article cited his article. For example, the first document, there are 2 citation and etc. So you can see the all, so you can know your article early cite by, and also can see the trend of citation here. Number either is increase or decrease. You also can set alert, citation alert using this button. So every time the Scopus input the citation of your article in the database will be alert to you by emails. Okay. Next is preprint detail. This is also new. For example, why they use these preprints? Because sometimes for researcher to publish article, it takes some time. So with the preprint, the other researcher will know that you are now in which research you are focused on. Before they already know without you publish the articles. So under the preprint, you also can sort the the list by dates, the newest or the oldest, or by the first author. First author is Z to A, repository A to Z, and repository Z to A. Because but for preprint, they are cover only from year 2017 onward, and we selected repository. This is the repository that index in Scopus. So if you have for example, the researcher don't have enough, don't yet publish your article in journals, you can just deposit in this repository. Okay. Okay, another tab is co-author. You can see the co-author for the for the author who we like to do the collaboration with. For example, you can see the highest document that the author collaborate with by range. So you can see who author will like to collaborate with him, and etc. Another tab, okay, we also can see the topic, what the topic that the author like to interest us with. You can see that, for example, this energy harvesting, it has about 281 document for this topic. So we know that he's expert in that topic. So if somebody wants to collaborate any research regarding this topic, so they can collaborate with him because he has too many documents on this topic. So you can see the highest also in FWCI index. Okay, then another is also new in Scopus, that is awarded grant. So now you can see list of grant that the author have. And this list also you can sort by funder name, or you can sort by year. So this where this grant is based on Elsevier grant database. So if the grant available in Elsevier's grant database, so it will appear in Scopus. So this also can be helpful for researcher. For example, you conduct a research and you want to apply for grant. So you can check for that certain topic who are given the fund. So you can try to request from that institution for the research grant. Or you can, for example, you want to apply a grant for from this institution, you can ask the author the experience how they can get the grant from this institution. So this is how we can use the information from this Scopus author profile. So the grant information also can explore the opportunity for collaboration. You can identify the emerging topic and field, and inspire research and grant submission strategy, because you can ask the experience how to can get the grant. Okay, that's for related to author component. So now, ada soalan ke?
Yeah, there is one question.
Mhm.
For the cited by component, CJ asked, is it only for index journal? If your article is cited by non-index journal, it won't appear here, right?
Yes, it's not, because all the information is what indexed in Scopus only. So if the article is not indexed in Scopus, so it not appear in the component, in the author profile component, the data.
Madam, sorry. If
Uh-huh.
let's say it is indexed in WS, will be counted in Scopus?
I think no, because all the information they get is only what available in Scopus. If you want to know about the index in WAS, you need to go to WAS profile,
So
because they are different database.
So does it mean that in IIUM they
Uh-huh.
only because one of the criteria is they want to see H index in Scopus. So
Mm-mm.
the article that's cited by Scopus will be captured, right? Not in WOS.
Yeah, yes. Only for H index, the WS we use the different metric. For Scopus, they use H index. Only in Scopus, they use H index actually
So
for the
are you
metric.
suggesting that, for example, let's say, because previously I use WS for searching the appropriate journal to publish. Uh,
Mm-mm.
are you suggesting that from now on, we we should use Scopus Journal Finder to search for our uh,
You can also, because in Myra, they use both WS and Scopus. So you can publish your article in WS and in Scopus, both. But for Scopus, because they index much more article journal compared to WS, so you can see your documents more compare your profile in WS.
okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we move to autometry. Okay, autometry allow user. Why use autometry? Because we want to analyze the performance of each individual author, and you also can track the citation history of each individual author. You also can review the total citation, total document count from the author database, and you can see the graph and chart. Either it's increased or decreased by using this metric. Okay, there are actually in Scopus, there are three types of metric, journal metric, article metric, and author metric. But in this webinar, I will focus only on author level metric. Okay, first author level metric is known as H index. This will differentiate between the different author. What is H index? Actually, the H index is number of publications that have each cited at least H time. It means, for example, this author, you can see that this author, he has about 285 article. He has more than 285. But why his H index is 285? Because when they sort the article with the citation, the number of citation in article number 284 is 286, and for citation 285, it has 286. So this is the the total number of article and the citation is same, but for 286 article number range 286, but the number of citation is less than the number of articles, a number of the rank of the article. So that's why they choose the head index for this author is 285, because the citation is number of citation is more than number of range of the document. Understand? Boleh faham? But for 286, why is not considered as this author H index? Because the citation is not 286. The citation of this article 286 also 286 the citation. So the S index will be increased from 285 to 286. But because this author for 286 not reach number 200, only one, he need only one more citation to increase his H index. But because it's still not reached number 286, so the highest of his index is 285. Now the number of the public matrix. So this H index is good because if you want to measure the productivity of the author, because some author they have so many document published, but less citation, not many people cite his or her article. So even he have so many documents, but his handed will be lower. Compare some of researcher, they have only a few document, but many people cite his or her document. So his citation will be, H index will be increased more compare. So it means it does not depend on the number of document, but depend on how many people cite for each document. That's why they use the H index. So it can measure the probability and citation impact of the researcher. It can balance between the number of publication and number citation received. So this metric is good to balance between the number of document and number of citation. I hope you can understand the H index. Second metric is known as citation overview. So citation overview is the total number of citation received by each document. So the Scopus provide the graph, so you can see the performance of the author, or either is increase or decrease. For example, we can see that sometimes even they have more published, or for example, for year 2007, you can see the author have more document, but the number is still, citation is still low. But in some cases, for example, in 2023, the number of citations were very high, and the number of article document also published also high. So you can see your performance either is increased or decreased. So you can start to strategize how you can really this to improve your research and etc. Because sometimes the citation also depend on the age of publication. For example, because to get somebody to cite your article, you need depend on the publication. And mostly the older publication have more time to accumulate citation. And this citation sometimes will increase if your research really impact to others, so your citation will be increased from time to time. Okay, another is metric is also known as document count. Document count is how many documents that published in Scopus. Is indicate the author productivity and research activity. If they have more document count, so it means you do a lot of research that you can publish in journals. And the higher document count can reflect a longer or more active researcher. If they have a higher documents, so it means he is an active researcher. And usually the researcher that in early career, they have lower document count compared to senior office researcher or academician. Okay, next is field-weighted citation impact. This is to, the formula is number of citation received by the document, for example, number of citation per expected number of citation for similar document. It means the Scopus will check number of citation by of document and compare with other document with similar disciplines, the same type and the same age. So usually, if for example this topic, if the value is greater than 1, for example this one 2.38, so it's greater than 1, so it means the output is cited the output is cited more than expected from that discipline, the same discipline. So you can see the metric of your document based on this formula. Okay, and the new this is new features in Scopus, the auto position. matrix. This metric is designed to help researchers better track and understand the research performance. So now before we don't see this metric, now we can see that Scopus already indexed for this author, how many he is the first author, how many of the document he is the last author, and how percentage of he as a co-author. And percentage is the single author, the only author of the document. But when using this metric, you need to follow the limitation because in some discipline, for example, in physics and mathematics, the author often listed alphabetical, not depend on you are the main author or you second author. It's depend on alphabetical. So maybe that's why his name not considered, even his PI not considered as first author by the publication. And for the metric, they calculated only for last 10 years. So you can see only the document for the last 10 years index in Scopus using this metric, author position detail. And some Scopus record do not contain author data, so maybe is some not too accurate if you only depend on this metric, author position detail matrix. Okay, in this metric also you can also see the international collaboration. So you can see either the author have collaborate with international researcher from different countries. And if you see the percentage is high, it means he or she actively engaged with global research networks. So you can see that he is very expert in the field. And you also can see that the collaboration and increase visibility, access to diverse expertise because it collaborate with different countries. So different countries have different expertise, so we can combine. So he have more knowledge regarding the research. It also indicate the author ability to grow and maintain international partnership. By using it, you can see the percentage of the collaboration, international collaboration. Another is metric is academic corporate collaboration. It means the author, if the author collaborate with the institution, you can see the percentage, how many percentage of his article cooperate with the corporate. So we know that his article is relevant is useful for the industry needs. So if the percentage high, you mean his expertise is used by many industry. And see the ability to connect academic research with the industry needs. You can also see the knowledge transfer and develop that the author is active in develop new technologies and products. Okay, lastly, metric provided in Scopus is analyze author output. You can see a collection of your output by document, by source. It means if you search for this article's author, you can see that he like to publish his or her article in which sources, which journal. So you can see if you want to publish the same topic with this author, so you can know now where you can submit your publication in which journal. This info is very helpful when you want to publish your articles. Another is you can also analyze your output using document by types. So from the author, we know that he like to publish his research in form of articles is the highest. Second, review and conference paper, book chapter, and etc. From this, you can see his performance based on document type that he published. Okay, another is by document by year. You can also see the graph by year, which year that he has published the highest document, and the increase and decrease of the publication. Another area is by subjects, by subject area. For example, for this author, most article is in material science, second in engineering, third in physics and astronomy. So for those who want to collaborate with him, so we know you can collaborate if you are also interested in material science, engineering. From here also you can see the H index of the author and also list of co-author from analyze author output. Okay. Okay. Any question regarding autometric?
In the chat box, there currently are no questions for that section.
Okay. So I move to how to check and curate your profile. Okay. Why every researcher need to check your Scopus profile? First, this data is used in university ranking. So if you don't correct your information in Scopus, so it may lead to can affect our university ranking lah. So make sure you need to check your profile regularly. Also, you can increase your citation count. For example, you have sometimes the Scopus they put the document in different. You have multiple. I see a lot of they still have multiple account, but it should be combined in one uh, uh, profile because you don't correct it. So your citation will be scattered between the different uh, different profile. So if you correct it, you can increase your citation count. And then you also to generate a greater opportunity for sharing collaboration with others. When you can see that you are expert or you have higher index, H index, so everybody want to collaborate with you. But if you don't correct it, so maybe it not present the real your expertise to others. We also can increase employment and promotion prospect. Also can benefit the university as whole because sometimes the articles it should be in your profile but put in other profile from different university. So now your article is not in university institution but in other university institution. Also, another benefit is evaluation of water validity impact. Because of you have multiple, so it not show you the real of your productivity and your impact. Okay, how to correct your author profile? You can use either author feedback results for certain error, but another you can use the web form for another correction. For example, in auto wizard feedback wizard, you can correct your detail using this, or you can add or remove your document. For example, somebody else documents is in your profile, you can remove, or if your article is missing from your profile, you can add. Or you can, if you have double or multiple author, you can merge using the author feedback wizard. But in case of missing document, for example, you know the journals or the issue of the journal is already indexed in corpus, but your journal is missing from the index. So you need to use web form because the document is not available in Scopus. But so you need to inform them that the journal should be indexed in Scopus. So you can use the web form. Or if you want to add or remove citation, or you want to correct document detail in, for example, the issue number wrong or the page not correct, so you can use the web form. or etc. This to go to web form, you need to go to the link provide here. Okay. What you need to check with your profile. First, you need to check your preferred name because sometimes they use different names, so you need to correct that. And then you need to check your affiliation. For example, you have worked in multiple institutions, so now you are in new institution. So if the Scopus still using your old institutions, we need to inform the Scopus to correct it. And then you also can check your co-author either is correct or not in the name with you on your document. Either there are any missing document from your profile, or you can also connect with your ORCID ID and connect to Mendeley account. And you can set also document or citation alert to alert you every time there are new document indexed by the Scopus without you check manually. Okay, how to edit? You can use 3 methods. Depend on the problem of your account. You can use the auto search result or request to merge the profile, or you can use the edit profile if you want to add or to search for missing document, or you can directly go to auto feedback wizard using this link. But when you do the correction, you need to have a account, Scopus account, register a Scopus account before you do any correction. Okay, how to do that? First you need to go to edit profile. You just click edit profile. If you want to add or change your affiliation, when you click edit profile and you register your account, so this screen will appear. Either this is your profile or not, and you just click news, and then here you choose what your preferred name, and then you also need to choose if the current organization is wrong, so you need to choose the correct one. But remember that the patient is connected to published paper only. For example, you are in new institution, but you not yet publish any paper in that institution, so that institution education will not appear in your Scopus. So you need to maintain the current. At least after you publish the article using the current affiliation, so then you can choose the current affiliation in your profile. Okay, after that you can remove. If you need to check the list of document. If there are some title is not your title, you can remove from your profile. If there's some title is missing from your document, you can search for the missing document and claim that again in your profile. And then you can review and check any changes, and then lastly you can submit the request. The correction take about 1 week or more, and we are suggest you to request by yourself, because if requested by someone else, may on other behalf will take longer time to complete. Okay, this is sample of web form you can use to submit your correction also. This is a sample. When you submit your request, there will be a sample from the email, the Scopus author team, feedback team will email you regarding your request. Okay, lastly, you can also integrate your ORCID ID with your Scopus author. At the author detail, you just click connect to ORCID and log in to your ORCID ID. From there, you follow the prompt to connect your ORCID ID to. If somebody want to teach after this presentation, we can do the hands-on later. So you can set the alert. Set alert for document alert and author citation alert. When you set the alert, you can set the frequency and in which day you want the email sent to you. Either you want by weekly or by daily or by monthly. Okay, just to remind, upcoming Scopus lecture series also available. So the library already emailed the announcement. You can see in IUM announcement for the upcoming Scopus lecture series. So please register for more detailed information regarding Scopus. Okay, you also can refer to these resources to stay updated. Okay, so that's all for presentation, but we can go for hands-on Scopus. Any question that is made? Any?
There is one comment by Dr. Mossad.
Mhm.
Doctor said, thank you for your nice presentation. Is there a plan for hands-on workshop under that important topic? And I think this is referring to maybe merging the Scopus author profiles. So is there any plans for that?
So anybody have a problem, say they, so they can share. Because I don't have the author profiles, so I cannot. So any changes will be live. So if anybody can share their profiles, you can do it now.
Do we have any volunteers among the participants who would want to try and merge their author profiles? So that maybe we can show it in this session.
Or I find one of our lecturer, our prof has two names. I can use that as a hands-on. Okay. So, for example, so here you can put the International Islamic University, so you can just research. For example, one of our author have for example, our lecturer, Prof. Muhammad Basri, he has two author profiles in Scopus. So how you can edit it is when you search, so there are two names available here. So what you do, you confirm that is your name. So what you do, you just tick this one and the second one. And you can see the merge request to merge author available here. So you just click that. Now, so first thing you need to log in to Scopus account. For example, I already log into my account. So after that, this profile appears. So you need to choose. If you are the own the profile, you can use yes, this is my profile. But if you're not the owner of the profile, you can use no. For example, I am not the owner of the profile, so I can use no. I'm requesting on behalf of someone else. So I can just tick this one and click continue. Okay, from this, so they are informed the merging to author profile. So from here, first thing you need to do, you need to check for preferred name. But for my suggestion, it's better to use your complete name. So easy for others to refer to. Okay. And then if the current organization is correct, so you just maintain. If not, you can choose from the drop-down menu what is your current organization. And then add the document. For example, they have 132. So you need to check every title of the document. So if the document is not your document, so you can remove from your profile. But in case, if you have any missing document, you can search here for the document. And you can check for preprint is correct or not. or for awarded grant is correct now. If correct, you can review the change. You can just click review change from here. If you see no more you want to correct, so you can submit the request. So I cannot commit because it's not about my profile. Then you wait for the feedback from the Scopus. To know the current update of your request, you can go to your dashboard from your account. For example, already login. So this is my account. So I just click here. From the dashboard, you can see the request dashboard. So you can see either your feedback is still pending or they are already approved. Because I don't have current request, so it's not appear here. So it's better if somebody have profile that you want to correct, so we can do it on the spot. This much better.
Cik Shida,
Mm-hmm.
there is one question in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So my article on Scopus is labeled as UPM because I studied there. Can I merge that article with the IIUM profile?
You can put the article in your profile, but the affiliation still UPM. You cannot change the affiliation for that document. But it can put under your profile. Even you are from UPM, now you are in AIUM, the article can put in your profile, but the document still refer to UPM document under institution of UPM, because it depends on affiliation that available in that document. You cannot change that.
Okay,
But
so
the document can put under your profile. But if your profile have two profile, one in IUM, one in UPM, so you can merge both profile into one author profile. Can I share?
I think Dr. Azril has shared. Can you check for his profile? So he's given his full name in the chat.
I go to Scopus.
Maybe I can tell you, Cik Shida.
Okay.
Okay.
Kau cannot see. I see my screen
All
only.
right.
Okay, I search first for the name, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay, how to search for the name? Okay, you can go to the author because you know the name author, right? So
Mm-mm.
you check for the author, and for a last name, what the name?
Last name Abdul Ghani.
Abdul, do you? Yeah.
Abdul
Mm-hmm.
Ghani.
Okay, the first name.
Azril Shahris.
Okay.
Azril jarak SHAH
A.
RESHAH
Apa? R
SHAH
H
Shah
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 S Shahrin
Shahris
O E Z
REEZ.
Z. Okay, that's all.
Mhm.
Okay, click search. Only one.
Oh, maybe the name in Scopus is not the full name.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe doctor have published any article under IUM? We can check for.
Previously, I published under WOS.
Yeah.
So previously, I think it is Azril Ghani, if not mistaken. It's captured as Azril Ghani or something.
Okay. Do you remember the article under IUM? The
Uh,
title.
Effective learning behavior, scoping review.
Effective,
Effective learning behavior in PBL, scoping review.
effective learning behavior
In problem-based learning,
in problem-based
based
learning
scoping review.
scoping review. Behavior is correct. Spelling
Uh,
from IUM, right?
uh, it is IUM and USM.
I try to limit to international estimation.
Um, Let me check again the title. Um, hmm,
What?
effective learning behavior in problem-based learning, a scoping review.
This is the one?
Kan? Yes, that is the one.
Yes. Okay. So your name will be which one? Gani ASAS.
Gani ASA, is it? I cannot see clearly from here.
Okay. Yes, I think so. This one.
Uh,
So you want to. So I
uh,
go. So you now have two, right? Two.
yes, too. But I checked in Google Scholar. This
Mm,
article is cited around 152, 100 by 152, but this one is
mm,
only 40 plus, is it? Or 67.
mm. So yeah,
So it disappear almost half.
because the Google Scholar they're using the difference
Oh,
indexing.
okay. So we cannot compare between Google Scholar
Yeah,
and this one. Okay.
because it's only compare the citation in Scopus. The
Mm.
if articles in that in Scopus, the cited that is cited your article also in that in Scopus, so that include your citation. If not,
Mhm.
so it not include in your profile.
Okay. Now,
Okay,
should
you need to merge actually this author profile.
ah let me show.
So I uh so you can go for this one. Go to view full profile,
Okay.
and you need to edit your
Oh,
profile.
okay.
You edit your profile. So for example, this is not my profile, right? So I just inform you how. Okay. Your preferred name will be here, right?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Your current name is with.
Should it be Abdul Ghani Aziz Shahris, or I mean, how is
Nah, it should be Abdul Ghani Azri Shahri, right?
uh-uh.
But because previously they edit is Ghani Azri Shahri, so that why it's only appear one. For
uh,
this kind of, if you want to change, you need to use the web form.
you use what?
Web form feedback, because if you use the auto wizard, you
Okay.
only can choose what available in drop down menu. You cannot
Okay.
change. But you have two article.
Mm-mm. Yes.
This one form or for guide. So you want to include another one that's already the first one from UPM, huh?
Uh-uh. From
You not
USM.
include here, right?
No.
So you need to
Sorry,
search.
I can't see the screen clearly from here.
Okay, I need to adjust the. It's okay
Number
now?
one is okay.
Ni.
Because actually I have two scoping review. Another one is not captured here.
Yeah. So you
Mm-mm.
need to search for the missing document. So you
Oh,
remember the title, yeah,
wait for a while.
UPM.
Uh, Developing an interactive PBL environment.
Developing
An interactive PBL environment.
and interactive developing
Uh,
and interactive
PBL environment.
short form NDF.
Short form PBL.
Mhm.
Via persuasive gamify elements.
Dia
Persuasive
persuasive
gamify.
gaming
Gamify. GAMIFY.
GAMY MY
MIFY.
MIFY
FY elements.
element document with S? Oh no,
Yes,
yes.
with S, a scoping review.
Scoping review.
It's a PBL, not EBL.
Oh, PBL. Okay. PBL, right?
PBL.
Okay. No result.
Hmm.
I need to find.
Shishida,
Hmm?
if you search for using the author name,
Hmm?
you type in the first name as Azril Shahriz and the last name as Ghani, I think both results should come out from both institutions.
Azri.
Uh-uh.
Document.
In the author search.
Auto search.
Mm-mm.
So I go to auto search box, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. The auto search.
First name Azril Shahriz, last name only Ghani.
Oh, only Ghani. Okay.
Mm-mm.
No Abdul, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, okay. These two, right?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so you can just click these two and
Okay.
request for to match the author.
Ah,
Uh, and from here, if it's your own profile, you can use yes, this is my profile. Just
okay.
click continue. Okay. Keep current association, right? You want to
Mm,
keep the current question.
yes.
Continue. So from here, you can choose, you can choose the Abdul Ghani. This one,
Okay.
your preferred name. And then your current will be International Islamic
IUM.
University.
Yes.
Okay. So here you already provide 3 articles. So if there are any missing article,
No.
no. So
Uh,
this is the correct one, 3
mm,
articles. So it's maintained 3 articles. And there are no paper and no award granted.
uh,
So if this correct, you just click review change. So you submit. You
okay.
just click submit.
Mm-mm.
And then you wait for the Scopus to give the email. And to
Mm-hmm.
check your request, you can go to your account here at the top. So you see the database request. So you can see if you already send, it will be send you the request number of your request to other number. So you
Mm-hmm.
can see the status either pending or in progress.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you.
Is there a limit to do this?
Limit,
Uh,
limit.
I
Anytime
mean,
you can do.
okay, without a limit.
Yeah, but it's better you do it at least. So because if there are many more
Mm-hmm.
articles,
Mm-hmm.
so you need to have more time to edit it.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
And when you edit it, so now, for example, now you have what your H index, you can increase actually your H index and your citation from
Okay.
your profile. If
Mm,
no, it means it's scattered between 2 profile.
okay.
So it's better you do it as soon as possible.
Thank you, madam.
So here you have the OKID ID.
I have, but I can't remember the password.
So actually you can also connect your profile with your OKID. You just click connect to
Really, what's
OKID.
the importance of the ORCID ID?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what?
Because some finder, they refer your profile from your OKID. They
Oh,
know your CV.
okay.
Because some articles not available in Scopus, but available not in the Scopus, but is available, you are published the article. In
Mm,
the OKID ID, you can put that on.
okay.
This cannot depend on the Scopus only.
Okay.
So this because OKID is you can enter is anytime. You
Mm-hmm.
don't need to anybody to approve your document. So it's
Mm-hmm.
better for you. You can edit it from time to time. So it's better. So this is how you can connect. You can put select the profile, select the name if you. And then lastly, you authorize the Scopus to include your OKID to your Scopus ID.
Okay, madam.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody has want me to demonstrate any of the information in slide that you still not clear? Any more question? Yasmin?
Miss Chichida, there is one question in the chat
Mm-hmm.
with a article title,
Mm-hmm.
and the CJ cannot link their profile to that particular article. So what should they do?
Oh. You mean?
There is one article, so they give the title of the article, Oral Health Related Quality of Life in Orthodontics. This particular article, they cannot connect their profile to that article.
So it means missing from the profile, right?
Yeah, I think it's a missing article.
So you need do the same like Dr. Azri. So you just need to search for the missing article from your profile. Kita nak search, kita contoh kat sini. Apa tajuknya? Yasmin, what the title?
Oral Health Related
Oral
Health Related
Health Related
Quality of Life
Quality of Life
in Orthodontics.
How to spell?
ORTHODONTICS.
D-O-N-T-I-C-S.
The title is ada lagi.
Okay. This one? No.
Yes.
Yes, this one, right?
Yep.
So which author is not appear in which profile?
I think Dr. Chong Ju Ming.
Yes, correct.
So you have two author profile in Scopus.
Yeah, but I already merged it actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so when I go to my profile, I cannot see this article appear in my profile though.
It mean it's not your this profile. I check for this profile. You only have one article in this profile. Yeah, one article. Page not found. Oh, you already merged actually, but still in progress or not?
No, it's already approved long time ago already.
So when I click the full profile, the page is not found. We can search for your name.
Yeah. So the
Name will be starting with me.
Cheong, no. It's actually Cheong, Cheong.
Chong. Chong.
Cheong.
Cheong,
Eong.
right?
Yeah.
Then
And then Juming, Joo.
Min, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
MI. Yeah.
Okay,
And G.
OG. Min. Right.
Yeah.
So here has 6 article.
Yeah. So it's actually now missing that one particular article.
So I think you can edit your profile. Click edit profile. For example, if it's your profile, just click continue.
Okay.
Continue. So in the document, there are 6, right?
Hmm.
So you want to add one more, right?
Yeah.
So you just search for missing document. So against the title.
Oral health related.
Oral health related.
Quality of life
Quality of life
in orthodontics.
orthodontics. Okay. Which one? This one, right? The first one, right? Betul?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So you add to profile. So you need to inform which one is your profile. This one, right? The first one.
Yeah, but I don't like that name.
You just can change in your preferred name later. Okay.
They
Add.
change it, but I don't know why they keep, put that.
In the article is like this or no?
Yeah, it is. But I already
Hmm.
said, yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
Okay. So you click add document. So now you put in the document. This one is added in your profile.
Okay.
Document added in your profile.
Mm.
And then this one is correct. So you prefer name will be here, right? Cheong
Yeah,
Jomi.
yeah,
So
because
you
Xiong
put,
is because
so you,
Chinese name, our surname comes before our first name. That's why when we publish, right, they always get that
yes.
half of my first name as the surname.
So you need to correct it from here. So it appear under the name that you prefer. Okay.
Yeah.
So the current is correct, right?
Yes.
You want to use Korea of Dentistry or just International Islamic University Malaysia? There are two.
I prefer the first one, yeah, because
Yeah, Korea of Dentistry.
yeah, then it will capture all the articles.
Okay. So you click review one change and then you can submit. I cannot submit because it's not my profile.
Sure. I will do it. Yeah.
If you submit under your name, so you
Mm.
can check daily regarding the request using the dashboard.
Sure.
If I check, I send, so it'll be in my dashboard.
Okay, sure. I will do it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Madam.
Thank you.
Cik Shida, in the chat, there are two more. There is one from Dr. Mossad, and he has
Yeah.
given a title for an article. And then we also have another question regarding the Scopus login. So if you want to log into our Scopus account, is it necessary to log in via institutional login? Can we log into Scopus via non-institutional or other login?
Or you want to create account with the Scopus, right? This mean. Or
I'm not
which
sure.
login? I'm not sure.
I think it's the sign in.
Sign
Login for
in.
an account maybe, yeah.
You create account with Scopus, right?
It's not specified, but I think so.
So if you want to create when you want to edit your accounts, you need to have a account with Scopus. It's not your Scopus ID, it's your own account to edit any and to do editing. You need to have a create account with Scopus. So first thing you need to do is you just click if you're not yet signed in, you can create account. You just click create account here. And then you can enter your email to connect. You can use the IUM email, or if you are not, you maybe not maintain the IUM, so you can use your personal email actually to sign into Scopus. But for me, I use the IUM email. Because I already signed in, so I'm not sure. You can try. Okay, just put the password and sign in. When you are already signed in, register, so your name will be appear here. For example, I sign in. Actually, if you are signed in with Medley, you can use the same account because Elsevier and Medley are the same company. So if you have account with Medley, you can sign in using your Medley account to this Scopus. Is answer the question?
Does that answer the question, Prof? Okay, yes. Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you, Chichida.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
think Dr. Mosa has a question.
can you check here for me because this one in Ulum Islamiyya, I cannot find in my Scopus.
You don't find your Scopus profile.
Yes.
Okay, you have article index in Scopus.
Yeah.
How they key
This
in
is
the author name?
really I was thinking that automatically if I put it in the repository of IIUM, you are dropping it. I was not
Okay.
keen to do it myself. I think it is automatically.
Yes,
I have a look.
can I know the name and the
Yeah,
author
it
name?
is written Musad, Mossad.
SAD. This is
Yeah,
the last name, right? Musad?
yes, and no, this is the first name.
Or the first name?
Musad Abdulhaq Shaban Muhammad. The last name is Mohamed.
MOHAMMAD.
Med. Yeah, this is the way which we pronounce the name of Muhammad. Muhammad,
I
yes.
don't sure. Muhammad. With
Yes.
2M or say 1M? Muhammad.
Muhammad, one M only.
1M.
Mohamed, yes.
Yes. So I click here first to see how the list go up. No. Muhammad.
Sometimes as the other colleague, my full name is Musad Abdulhaq Shaban. Sometimes I write Musad Shaban
Shaban.
until maybe Shaban, Shaban.
I put in Mossad will be the last name, right?
No, Musad Shaban. Shaban will be
Mossad.
the last name.
Last name, the first name.
Yeah,
Shaban.
Shaban. Yeah. It's Shaban.
Last name will be Mossad.
The last name, لا, the first name Musad, the last is Shaban.
The last name Shaban. Okay.
Yes.
Shaban. Is
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Spelling?
It's correct. Yes. It's correct. Yeah.
Mossad. Here.
Mossad. Yes. Correct.
Correct. Why not the no auto file? Do you have the title of articles
Yeah. The title is in the box.
in the books? Can Yasmin read the document, the title?
All right. The title is The Consistency
The Consistency
of Islamic
of Islamic
and Medical Perspectives.
and Medical Perspective.
Perspectives. There's an S. Yeah.
Okay.
In the control of
In the control of
the COVID-19
the
pandemic.
COVID-19 pandemic with S?
No.
S. No. Article.
Mm.
Cannot find the article.
Cannot find it.
I have all the constants. I delete some.
It maybe I will try. Can I try to open another Scopus?
You want to search? To share?
Yeah.
You find the article when you say you search for the article.
Yeah, when I search on the internet, it appears directly. If you write the same title, it will appear for you. And if you just copy paste this title and put even in the internet generally, it is available. I just got it from online now, but I don't know.
I don't see the contraband. You want to share your screen?
My screen.
I need to check where is my shares in Zoom. I don't see my control panel. I leave first and then I come in. I don't see the how to unshare my
To search. I see.
my Zoom. I leave first and then you share your screen.
Uh, Maybe difficult for me now because I'm in the clinic all the time. Maybe a bit difficult for me.
If we're pressed for time, maybe doctor, we can set up a time for you to do
Yes,
that.
yes,
Then maybe
please.
we can
Okay.
do that as well.
Even it will be easy for all of us.
Yeah, and I
That's
think
good.
like maybe, yeah, I will
Okay.
tell Rashida when she comes back, inshallah. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we'll be happy to help if if any of you encounter any problems while you're trying to do it yourself, you can always come to the library and ask us for help as well.
Thank you. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Okay, where's me? Come back.
Okay. Cik Rashida, since we're at the end, it's already 4 p.m. So maybe for any faculty of any lecturers have any trouble with their own author profile, maybe we can do like a personal session.
You can just email to us or you can set the consultation date and time with the librarian. For example, you go back, you can contact your liaison librarian to set a session on how you can correct your profiles. For the content campus also, you can just contact us, me or Yasmin or Sister Rishi or Sister Amira, to inform us how you can ask us to consult one by one how to correct your profiles. Okay.
All right. It's currently 4:01 p.m. and I think there are no more questions in the chat box. So can we end our session here?
I hope it's very beneficial for
Yeah,
the
inshallah, it's very beneficial. And again, if you have any questions, you can always contact your liaison librarians, and we will always be here to help you. So, thank you, Chishida.
There are somebody asked for the attendance list in the chat box.
Yes, we'll share the iAttend link again.
Yes.
Okay, maybe we will copy. Let me just paste it back here. Okay. So I've shared the iAttend link again. So thank you, Chishida, for a very informative session. And thank you also to all of our participants for joining us today. Again, just as a final reminder for your CTD points, please fill in your attendance using iAttend and also fill in the evaluation form, which has already been linked here by IIUM Library Zoom. So I think we'll leave this a bit for another 5 minutes so that people will have time to click on the links. Thank you again, everyone. Let us end our session today with the recitation of Tasbih Kafarah and Surah Al-Asr.
Thank you for all the participants today.
Okay, thank you, everyone. So have a nice day, inshallah. Okay, so we leave this on first, yeah, for another few minutes so that people can click on the correct links before they leave.